Hey everybody, Boom here with another Destiny video. This is my last retrospective video where I'm going to be going through Destiny's Year 3. So I'll leave a link in the description down below to my other two videos, and if everybody's ready, let's get into it. Let's start things off by talking about the Owl Sector RAG that started on September 15th, 2016. Players began reporting that their Guardians were receiving several unusual buffs. When some players who were streaming on Twitch received the buff, a user named Wrath of the Machine Owl Sector appeared in the chat and said, "We've detected an unidentified foreign intrusion into your systems. Guardian, stay calm. We will investigate." Now, this was a total game changer. Basically, your Guardian would become infected with tech mites, which manifested as swarms of colorful specks that swirled around their heads. 5 varieties of tech mites were documented, each with a unique coloration. Brilliance 3.2, which was green, Glory 2.1, which was white, Splendor 2.6, which was yellow, Magnificence 2.0, which was blue, and Fortitude 3.1, which was pink. These were transferable to other Guardians through PvP. Okay, so here we go. Destiny's last expansion, Rise of Iron, was released on September 20th, 2016. How do I feel about this expansion? Well, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's crossed somewhere between Dark Below and The Taken King. The story was pretty cool to finally learn about my favorite NPC, Lord Saladin, one of the last living Iron Lords, but this almost felt like a prologue to Destiny since we had to fight something from the past that was returning to our present time. But let's talk about what changed with Rise of Iron. Well, we got another exploration area, but not entirely new. You see, they just redesigned the Cosmodrome with snow and expanded it a little bit and called it the Plaguelands. They did give us a new social space, the Iron Temple, which did feel a lot better than the Reef and the Tower. And if you felt adventurous, you could climb the top of Fellwinter Peak, which was a nice add-on. Archon's Forge was kind of like the new revamped Court of Oryx, but with Fallen instead. By year 3, record books really did become the norm, and with it came a new set of challenges and things to collect from this book. But what everybody was really excited about was private PvP matches, and everyone's favorite exotic making a return, the one, the only, Gjallarhorn. Okay, now this is where I know most of you are going to hate my opinion here, and this is because I rank Wrath of the Machine number 4, which is last on my list of raids. Why? Well, I find that the mechanics can be too hard for some Destiny players, which made raids take forever if you didn't have the perfect raid team. They weren't super hard, just hard to make people understand. Anyway, Wrath of the Machine was made available on September 23rd, 2016. And as a raid itself, not counting my personal opinion, it does make its way up there with the good raids. But I'm just clouded by hatred for this raid, which brings me to my next part. The quest to own the Outbreak Prime. Outbreak Prime was a pain in the ass of an exotic to get. On September 28th, 2016, many Reddit users had finally found a way to get it. Now, I'll say this right now, this is a big reason why I dislike Wrath of the Machine. The quest itself was a good idea, but making me go back into the raid so many goddamn times is where I nearly lost my mind. That week, I had already done this raid like 6 times for myself and all my friends, then I had to do this quest on 3 characters and go back in the final part, and I ended up doing this raid like 17 times in the span of a week, and it just killed my desire to play this raid again. But enough about that, let's talk about the quest. So you had to find all 5 monitors in the Wrath of the Machine, but to find the 5th one, it was hidden behind a puzzle with binary code and canisters in a big diamond-shaped room. Once open, you would then proceed by finishing the raid and head underneath the Axis boss fight area, where there was a hidden chest and inside of it a Siva engine and the Channeling the Corruption questline. Then you had to complete a Nightfall, 3 public events, and 3 Crucible matches with a Hunter, a Titan, and a Warlock in your fire team. Afterwards, with the same fire team, you had to do a number puzzle. Then proceed by heading towards the Plaguelands, fight in the Archon's Forge, defeat Sepiks, and explore the Plaguelands by completing patrol missions or opening loot chests. And then, once again, to another number puzzle with each class in your fire team. Complete the raid again, or at least beat Vosik 3 times, and then you guessed it, another number puzzle. And finally, talk to Shiro for your own famed Outbreak Prime. Okay, so remember Festival of the Lost? Well, the Halloween event returned for the 2nd time, and it began on October 25th, 2016, and ended on November 8th, 2016. With it, it brought the accessory kiosk that had all of our previous masks in one convenient spot, so you didn't have to keep them in your oh-so-limited vault. As for the event itself, you can now get new ghost shells, a limited broomstick sparrow, as well as others, and emotes, but other than that, nothing really changed. It was still about collecting masks to make you spook people. Okay, so this event right here I was pretty excited for. As someone who really likes winter, the Dawning was by far my favorite event. The Dawning is a holiday that ran from December 13th, 2016 to January 3rd, 2017. With it came a new strike scoring system and new Vanguard bounties, which had a chance to drop the famous Year 3 Icebreaker. Also, SRL made a surprising return with its own challenges and in the new Dawning Record Book, full of new rewards for both the new strikes and SRL. 2 new maps for SRL on Mercury and inside the Platelands were also added to this update. Now, for the last thing Destiny offered, the Age of Triumph, which was released on March 28, 2017. This update gave everybody all their old favorite raids back and a new chance to bloom, with new ornaments for all your favorite raid sets, which would alter the appearance of the original raid set. All new exotic versions of all the raid weapons with elemental damage, as well as a 13-page record book for all those challenge seeker guardians. One thing I didn't really talk about was the treasure boxes, which would give people chances for ornaments, emotes, and other things, but when Age of Triumph, it basically eliminated all those other ones and just gave us guardians a chance to get any items from every event that had a treasure box at any time. These were kind of like loot boxes from like Overwatch, but instead of like getting 4 things, you're lucky if you get like 2 or 3. Clearly, we could see that Bungie wanted to give all of their fans everything they ever wanted, and for that, we are thankful. So well, now, what remains of Destiny? Well, the tower. The last safe city on Earth. Well, for now. And this is where I'm going to end this video, and also where I end my journey with Destiny. It's been a long time coming, but even through all my ups and downs with Destiny, I stuck through till the very end with all my friends with me by my side. Thank you, Bungie, for everything Destiny is and became. I look forward to seeing all of my friends in Destiny 2, and seek out all those hidden secrets and lore it has to offer. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this retrospective trilogy. I'm Boom 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 Man, and I'll see you guys in Destiny 2.
Say